Yo, Inca, you want to come out here? All right, so this is being recorded after the NBA playoff disappointments known as the Boston Celtics decided to lay a goose egg in Game 6. This might not be relevant to all of you who watch this, but hey, it's all good. I've ingested 2 bottles of soju, and I won't tell you how much other alcohol, but I am straight enough to record, so that's what I'm going to do. So, here's the thing. We joined ICP, Insane Clown Posse, Insanely Competitive Pokemon League. I actually don't know what it stands for, but this season is no Terra. We're back at it in the ICP. I think I've been a part of this league 2 times previous and have done just okay. But, you know, it is what it is. My team is on the left. You're not getting your draft analysis as most people may have uploaded it a week ago. Mine is, I drafted Rain, saw someone else was drafting Rain because holy shit, damn, and decided to draft like nonsensical bullshit that also favors me as a person. First week, we fight CJ Jensen. I forgot their team name because I am one man who will often forget people's team names because I am an idiot. However, if I scroll up for a little bit in this chat, hold on, I'm almost there. Wait a minute. The Phoenix Incineroars and their coach, CJ Jensen. He's a pup. So, you know, we got a lot of dads in the Pokemon community. Shout out to you guys taking care of your kids and shit. And if you're not, then what the fuck? But that's not what I'm here to talk about. We're talking about this matchup. CJ has a very nasty team. However, without Terra, it becomes a very straightforward process for me. It's like Gen 8 and Gen 7 before it, just with a little bit more finesse, I guess. I don't know. CJ has Greninja, Infernape, Metagross, Clefable, Crocodile, Blastoise, Muk, Sinistcha, Dragonite, and Rotom Fan. Going over some notes that I took for this match. Rain looked fun, definitely, for sure. It definitely looks good, and we can just flip turn in and out with Barraskewda. Big threat is obviously Sinistcha with Calm Mind plus Weakness Berry and possibly Scarf Rotom. And there are some other notes I had, which realistically, 6 I'm expecting are Metagross, which would probably be an AV variant, because it definitely chews hits from Walking Wake. If it's hard Spadef, then it for sure does. Blastoise, Fizz Def punishes a lot of what Barraskewda wants to do flip turn wise, and also just in general punishing my more physical attackers like Dragonite and Kingambit and even Poliwrath. Sinistcha, Calm Mind variant, but also very disgustingly good in case I lose Kingambit early, should I bring it, or even if I don't bring something with special attacks and it has set up and it hasn't set up yet. Dragonite, Extreme's killer. It can extreme speed to win the game realistically because I do not have a ghost. While my steel type is good, it's not preferable this game. And while I could intimidate it if it is inner focus, then we are just dealing in absolutes afterwards. Greninja, after picking up a Battle Bond kill, it will become basically God himself in the rain, but we do have ways of making sure we do not die just off the dome. And Rotom Fan, possibly Choice Scarf, possibly just regular speedy Rotom, maybe to like just be annoying with maybe its own Thunder Wave plus Hex, or even just Discharge and be defensive enough for things like having a Yachi Berry for Barraskewda. So the 7th member would be Clefable, but with the steals I have, I'm concerned about how good it is. So we're going to go ahead and say it doesn't show up for 500, Steve. But it is something different. So what do we have? Well, I'll tell you off the dome, you're not seeing Salamence and Meloetta this week, nor are you seeing Poliwrath. Not quite yet. Poliwrath was definitely a good solid 2-day member until I was like, yeah, defensively this team, while I do have enough coverage, I am far too slow without Rain, and my weaknesses are amplified because of all the other niggas that are around that get certain coverages. Tornadus could have been brought, and I was skeptical at first, but I was like, well, you know, Hurricane Spam's really good in the rain, but then I was like, you know, 111 speed isn't that great, and Greninja could outpace Ice Beam us down and then get off its Battle Bond boost. The 7th member of this crew would be Iron Crown, where I was thinking about bringing a weakness policy set or even just a regular agility stored power Cobra Berry set. I decided against it mostly because the effects that Clefable could have on this team, and also just in general, the weaknesses that we share with having dark ground weaknesses on our team pretty prevalently does not leave me in a good, doesn't leave me in good shape. Otherwise, really good Mon here, honestly, but I think even in the rain, while its weakness to fire is toned down, everything else hurts a lot. So we're not bringing Iron Crown. What we are bringing, though, is our wonderful team here. I usually name them after numbers just to keep up with where my thought process is. This is now a 1.0 team since we're done. All right, we got Pogfish, 7 seconds. Marth, since we fight a dragon, technically. Belliper, Sandy, and Beezus. Pogfish, this is protective pads, bunch of shit, speed for Greninja, 112 speed F just because, 252 attack. Protective pads is mostly because we're probably going to see a Rocky Helmet or two around this point, so flip turning is pretty simple and pretty free. Most Mons are going to not want to take that hit, or if they're going to take that hit, they don't want to take it too much, and we have great coverage for generally everything on this team. Went with Ice Fang for Dragonite in case we are outpacing, and if it is +1, we will die 100%, but if it's just neutral extreme speed, unless it's banded, I think we should live. I'm pretty sure we live. Adamant, just regular extreme speed, but anything's possible. I could throw the 112 in defense to make it better. I'll consider it. It was a pretty standard Barraskewda, pretty standard set, so not really much to talk about here. We'll try and make this a early game cleaner or some sort of a mid game cleaner, because I don't think this is going to win the game for me at all. Next up, we got 7 seconds. Would have been 6 seconds, but this is, I guess we could do it 5 seconds, but I didn't want to call it V seconds. So we went 7 seconds. If you know, you know. Walking Wake, Surf, Flip Turn, Hurricane, Dragon Pulse, bunch of special attack, 180 speed. For the, what is his name, Rotom Fan, because Crocodile probably isn't killing us in one shot unless it is Moxie boosted or potentially choiced into Dragon Claw, which, I mean, at that point, I mean, thanks for the free Rubombi switching, I guess. So Hydro Steam isn't powerful enough more than Surf. It's 10 off unless we're fighting a Sun team. So Walking Wake, Mystic Water, Surfs are actually really great here. Flip turn here as well. I know we won't be clicking it as much, but it's definitely still good to have a pivot option. Hurricane for Sinistcha, and just in general, really good move just because it's 100% accuracy in rain. And Dragon Pulse. There's still the Dragonite. Essentially, unless it's like very much Assault Vest fucking Metagross, Mystic Water Surf is 2-hit killing generally a lot of this team besides the following. Blastoise, I'm pretty sure Greninja, unless it's in rain, and Sinistcha and Dragonite. So everything else doesn't really want to take attacks from this, and everything else we have technical coverage for. So yeah, easy set to understand. So that's all I got. Got Marth. Since we're fighting a dragon, I'm gonna name King Gambit Marth every time. Sucker Punch, Kotar Cleave, Iron Head, Stealth Rocks, pretty standard set. Spadef was for something. I forgot. But I know it can eat hits, at least from like Sinistcha and stuff. And it can't Strength Sap us, because if it does, then Defiant pops, and then we just kill it. So that's good. We have Stealth Rocks mostly because we don't have spikes on this team, to my understanding. So rocks are only avenue of putting up anything. And while they do have a Rapid Spinner, if they decide not to have Rapid Spinner on their Blastoise, then we get up free rocks all the time. And it's very nice to have to check for boots on Dragonite. We hit everything for really great damage, and honestly, King Gambit's a really good mid-ground play for a lot of different mons. If it is low-kick Greninja, it'll turn to a fighting type, which allows us to then Iron Head, and then we can go for the Sucker Punch, which would always kill. I've calced it. Aura Sphere from like Blastoise or other fighting moves, etc. We live those, and we can hit back with great damage. We want to get at rocks first. This could potentially be our lead, but given the team structure that I'm imagining, it might be harder to get those up and keep them up. Next, we got Bell Pepper, you know, my nigga. Choice Scarf, Weather Ball, U-Turn, Hurricane, Ice Beam. Pretty standard set, outpacing, obviously, the Greninja. Basically, if we lead this, most mons don't want to take a Weather Ball to the Dome, and other mons do not want to take a Hurricane or Ice Beam. We mostly have Ice Beam because we should be able to at least eat one Extreme Speed if it's +1, if I recall correctly. So that means we will get off good damage against it. If it is the inner focus for Salamence for some reason, then it will die to Ice Beam. If it is multi-skill, of course, we want to make sure that we're checking for boots. So if it is banded or +1, it'll die to Ice Beam. Pretty easy stuff. If it has damage, of course, Hurricane for Sinistra, and obviously for later in the game, as long as it's not too boosted, we should be fine. But very, very good mon here. And Rain is not paramount to the plan, but it's definitely a very good thing to have. We got Sandy, knockoff U-Turn, Super Fang, Thunder Wave. We changed Thunder Punch to Thunder Wave recently because it's only really for like Blastoise. And I guess Greninja technically, but like Thunder Wave's easier to get off to stop things from setting up, like the Dragonite and Metagross. Going over some notes, we need a Fizz-Def Wall for Dragonite and Metagross. That's pretty much it. I don't think I ever explained the speed on King Gambit. It was literally just like Clefable. So I just thought I should add that now, because everything else is pretty self-explanatory. I would hope. But yeah, no. So we have this mixed defensive, more leaning Fizz-Def. Electros should be really good this game. It's our essential wall. And we have Beezus. This is likely our lead. This was a last-minute addition since we couldn't imagine bringing stupid Iron Crown. I said, fuck it, we ball, fuck it, we ball. I had a special note for this, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Quote, Rabombi is the hook, line, sinker, meaning this mon is a fucking lure for AV gross. We can Bug Buzz check damage and pivot into Gambit. If it's not AV, then even with lefties, it dies to 2 Bug Buzzes unless it's heavy Spadef with Vest. 16 defense guarantees that we leave Adamant Bullet Punch, and as the calc reads, it does maximum 99.6. I'm not saying we're going to stay in front of this thing. I highly doubt that. But if Metagross is the pivot into this mon, and we see that much damage, like 53 go off, it's not AV. It's just max HP, which means we can kill it with another Bug Buzz, eat a Bullet Punch, and potentially save this as a Sack Fly, which is amazing. If he doesn't Bullet Punch, though, then we're in an even better situation. Because then we have a full HP Rabombi that can do damage. So yeah, Rabombi choice specs, speed for obviously Gren, since we're so close in speed. And, you know, hits this team really fucking hard too. So, yeah. Psychic Noise is great for stopping Wish passing Clefables, roosting Dragonites, Sinistra from healing itself, and even to most extent leftovers in general. So really good move to have here as well in case we want to just spam that instead of another move. U-Turn is more than likely going to get pressed, but I'm not a crazy draft league player. I'm likely leading Rabombi and just hitting whatever I see in front of me. For the battle portion, I think we'll see if I want to use face cam. I have to do this at noon on Saturday, which means I'm going to get up late. Have the team already genned, I hope, and then hope to God that everything goes right, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching this ICP team builder at the beginning of this video. Let's get it and get down with CJ and their Phoenix Incineroars, I believe it was. All right, we're going to get started against CJ and his Phoenix Incineroars. We're going to see how well this can go for us today. CJ, I'm expecting Rotom Fan. Did we get everything? No, no Blastoise. So no Blastoise. Instead, we do see the Clefable. So 5 out of 6 isn't too bad. All right. Let me go ahead and print screen that. That allows Barrascuda to go fucking nuts this game. Are you kidding me? All right, awesome. If my voice sounds deeper to you all, I'm a little sick. Anyway, Strike Ninja, that's Greninja Simmons, all right. Honestly, we could Bug Buzz and Oko this. Yeah, I think that's our decision, because if Metagross comes in, it gets 2-shot. So we'll do that. Really easy decision for us, because they might think we're going for, oh, they also don't have, they're Protean, by the way. They also don't have any, way to get rid of hazards. That's good. Okay, so 2 hits on that. And their Life Orb. This might still kill, even though they're not a Dark type. It doesn't. That's okay. So they have to go for Water Shuriken again. So I'm Bug Buzzing again. They're not getting 5 hits. They're Life Orb, by the way, too, so that's interesting. Maybe they're trying to stop us, break our sash or something of that nature? Maybe? I don't know. I want Metagross to switch in so fucking badly, but it seems like it's not, it seems like the Metagross isn't Spidef, maybe. We'll pick off Greninja with this, which is really good. No Battle Bond Greninja to deal with. That's always an improvement. And we're faster, so it doesn't matter. We could have U-turned or Moonblasted, honestly, but I was expecting Metagross to maybe try and pivot in if it's like hard Spidef. But maybe it's just a different day for us. I could be Silver Powder. I could be anything. So they can't go Dragonite. They kind of have to go into Metagross, or even even Rotom Fan would be fine here too. Clefable's a good mid-ground play too. So our pivot is likely going to be King Gambit if it's Clefable, but I'm not sure about Rotom Fan. Yeah, when I drink, my my throat gets stuffed up, which I don't understand how that happens. You see Baymax come in, which is probably the Metagross. Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. All right. Our play is either Electros or Marth. Honestly, getting in Marth now probably isn't a bad decision. Mostly because I don't want to get bullet punched, and even getting in Sandy would be fine here too. Can we keep Marth for this game? We can. We probably can, honestly. It's probably really good to keep you. Yeah, we'll go Sandy here. If they go for rocks, that's fine. I don't mind it. It's not a big deal. Only for like Rabombi. So, not really a crazy one. So we're going to Sandy here. See Meteor Mash, unfortunately, not connect. Just unfortunate for our opponent. We can knock off here, honestly. Get off an item on anything that comes in. I suspect they could be policy, but I don't think they are. But I'm still going to knock off. Mostly because now that King Gambit's a little bit more enabled, just in general, with no defensive Blastoise, we should be fine. I feel bad that they missed Meteor Mash, but end of the day, that's how the cookie crumbles. They go for their own knockoff, unfortunately. We are also going to go for our knockoff, which is fine. Damn. That was a crit. I'm so sorry, Siege. See? Assault Vest. We called it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We called it. I don't know why I call you Siege, like you're my like you're my friend CG, but CJ, sorry. Anyways, they're gonna Meteor Mash. It's gonna connect this time, doing a little bit. We are just gonna go ahead and hard U-turn, get on out of there. They have Meteor Mash and knock off. We could technically go into Rabombi, I guess, but like that's just asking to get Bullet Punch in the face. Pelipper could go for Weather Ball here or Hurricane realistically, but that's not good. We can go into Marth and go for Sucker Punch. Honestly, it's looking like a Pogfish sort of day, so we could Liquidation this and kill it, and that will lead into Sinistcha coming in, and then they'll realize that we are the thing. Oh, we could also just Throat Chop. Yeah, let's go into Pogfish. We don't lose anything making this decision. We'll Throat Chop here for anything that can come in, because they might expect Flip Turn. No, we're a little bit stupid. We're a little bit funny on the beat. We're gonna pick off Metagross with Throat Chop, which is really good for Rabombi endgame as well, just in case. No rocks are up unless Clefable puts up late game rocks, so we're good there. See what they want to do. We'll Flip Turn out more than likely on Sinistcha and Rotom Fan. If it's Scarf Rotom Fan and we die, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm not gonna be upset. I'm gonna be like, oh, Blades, what's that? It's Rotom Fan. Okay, interesting. Do we just want a hard pivot, maybe? I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, I actually don't know what I want to do. Because if it's Scarf, it's Scarf. Like, I can't do anything about it. At least with this mon. Fuck it, I'm gonna flip turn. I'm gonna find out. It is not Scarf. It's Fizz Def Rotom Fan, though. That is, like, very Fizz Def Rotom Fan. Well, yeah, because that could just be max HP, though. Nah, that's probably Fizz Def, given that it did, like, 20%. Which makes sense. We weren't sitting here not expecting that. We were kind of like, oh, yeah, that could happen. Fizz Def Rotom Fan, that's good to know. Ah, it screens Rotom Fan 2 at that. Ooh, that's Dragonite endgame then. Then we really need up rocks. Well, maybe not. It depends. Okay, that's fine. It'll have to be fine, honestly. It's gonna get up the other screen, and that means there'll be 8 turns of just perilousness. We should still knock off for just our own brevity. They could just not go for Light Screen, but I feel like they will. We're still gonna go for knockoff. They're gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, which is fine, obviously. They did not go for Light Screen though, so we can find out if they're like Clay as well, and then that'll be 5 turns of that, which actually helps us a lot. Get off the knockoff here, just a little bit. We do see Light Clay, which is fine. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Now with that out of the way, how much do you take from Pelipper's Ice Beam? Not a whole lot. Yeah, not enough for me to care. Weather Ball does enough, but not a lot of, not enough, you know what I mean? It's not enough. If I Super Fang in the U-turn, I mean, it'll work. But I kind of like this mon. I'm going to Super Fang here for just our own purposes. Okay, they get up Light Screen for 5. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm going to Super Fang. We can U-turn here and honestly keep this one as a sack fly. I do think it's worth our time to keep it for now. Yeah, probably to keep it for now, yeah, why not? They're gonna Volt Switch, and that's on our U-turn turn as well. Breaking the multi-scale might be really good here too, but they're probably going Clef, and they might set up, which would be honestly not the worst. They could go Sinistra. There it is. I was like, oh wait, there's a mon that can literally do that for them. It's Sinistra. Kind of knocked off there, which is fine. Behind screens, how bad is this gonna be for me? 50% on top of that with your Machagacha. You don't die into Hurricanes though. You don't die into Kotaos, unfortunately. Definitely not 2 Throat Chops. Not 2 Moonblast. And definitely not 2 Hurricanes off of you. Pelipper might be the play if it's just max HP, honestly. But I feel like we should go into you and see what they opt to do. Because then if they boost us by accident, then they're in a bad position either way. But they got 8 turns of that, so I don't know if I want to do that right now. Pelipper is probably the play, because Hurricane's going to do enough to this. Unless it's Spidef as shit. I don't mind if it's weakness policy. I would just hate if it was. Because then we got to play a long game of cat and mouse with this mon, and I'm not gonna like that. I'm glad it can't burn, but I'm also at the same time. It depends on the speed of this Sinistra too. If it doesn't have a lot of speed, then King Gambit's fine. If it has a lot of speed, then we're in a really bad position. No cap. But actually, no, we went speed for Clefable. Ooh, I should have reevaluated my priorities, but it's all good. Should be fine. I guess we should have brought Psychic Fangs on Barraskewda, but there's no reason to do that. Like, literally none. Also do like 50 to this, and then I'll go for Machagacha, get back a little bit. If it gets confused, like, I'm calling it. If it does, I'm sorry. If it doesn't, it's fine. I'm just saying, let's get it off. Oh yeah, that's Fizz Def as a motherfucker. No confusion. Machagacha pops out and shows me 280 down to 117. That's a lot of damage. No burn. We could kill this in another shot. That's the only funny part about this. Let me calc that real fast since I'm here. 280, 117. I feel like that's like 163 or something. I can do math apparently. That's a high roll for like 4 investment. Or like more than like enough investment. Which makes sense. Okay. So Hurricane can kill this. Or no, Hurricane cannot kill this. But we should still go for it because we get up the rain turn for Barraskewda at the very minimum. Because even though this lives, yeah, even though this, we're gonna lose Pelipper, which is fine. Even though Pelipper dies here, it doesn't get back enough health for Walking Wake, which is important. Yeah, 1 turn of Light Screen, 2 turns of Reflect. We're fine. We can Hurricane this. We can flip turn on Barraskewda. Flip turn into Barraskewda off of this on Dragonite coming in. Though I am curious to figure out right now how many turns of rain we had. I think I saw 2 out of 5, but I'm not too sure. We're gonna see Hubba Bubba. What's that? Clefable? It is Clefable. Okay. How much does Surf do to this if it's just like regular Spadef? Let's see. Because it should be just regular Spadef. No Light Screen anymore. 52 to 61 on max HP, which means not doing enough. Moonblast won't kill us, but it can drop our special attack. We can flip turn on this and go into King Gambit. That's not too much. Wait. No, that's Spadef then. With 10% off, that's Spadef as shit. Okay. We can go into Marth. Yeah, we're gonna see Moonblast pop off, do a little bit. Do we get the special attack drop? No, Rain's gone, actually. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna throw up rocks here. We do see Reflect is gone as well, which is fine. Yeah, that's Spadef. That's Spadef like shit. Let me calc just in case. That's like 105 off me. Yeah, that's like no investment. Okay. We can put up rocks here, because they're going to switch out. No, at least, I hope. Yeah, they switch out. Awesome. We're going to put up rocks, and that'll either punish Dragonite, or we'll see what happens. There's going to be Rotom coming in. Though, I guess we could have just Kotao cleaved, honestly, but it is what it is. We're going to go back into Electros for the burn, since they're likely going to go for Reflect here. Let me see. Rotom Fan. Max defenses, bold. Yeah, we don't want to stay in here. We don't kill this no matter what. Without Reflect up, though, we do kill it. But here's the thing. If we get burned, we definitely don't kill this anymore. And we don't want to end up in a situation where that happens. So, we're going to expect them to go for the Reflect here or a burn. And we're going to go into 7 seconds. We could have gone to Rabombi there, honestly, but I feel like this is just a finer decision because it keeps King Gambit in play as well. Yeah, we're going to see Reflect go up. That's fine. So now we can kill this with Surf. And that's even better than what we wanted. Yeah, we can kill this. Honestly, we could Dragon Ball. We're Surfing because it's the best overall play. We're going to kill Rotom with Surf. Amazing. Good job, Wake and Big. Good job. We're going to see Clefable come back in. Reflect up for 5 turns since we got rid of the other thing, so that's good. Yeah, I'm still going to flip turn here. No reason to stay in. Yeah, that's definitely Spadef, not Fizdef. That's doing far too much behind there, 10%. I could let you go, Sandy, but I like differential. Yeah, we're going to go back into Marth and just call it there. See how we do. It's not going to die to Iron Head behind Reflect, but it'll do enough. Yeah, Moonblast pops out again. No special attack drop still, man. I'm trying to get that +1, +2, whatever it is. You know me. Yup, Speedy King Gambit does not kill. We do not get a flinch, thankfully, so... Oh, we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. We can't Sucker Punch the next turn, by the way, just because it could have extreme speed and kill us. 1 turn to Reflect. We'll just Iron Head here. Good kill with King Gambit with Iron Head. Now it's just Dragonite left. Now, does it take rocks damage is the question. We're going to hit it regardless. So we're going to see Pete. Yeah, Pete the Magical Dragon. I think it's the cartoon. No, it is not Boots at all. I'm going to Sucker Punch. No, it's going to Dragon Dance. Damn, I'm stupid. I'm a little stupid, just a little. Do we lose? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we lose. Depends on what it is. Extreme Speed kills that. Definitely kills that. Wait, that was Earthquake everywhere. Oh, Extreme Speed won't kill Barraskewda in 1 shot. Well, that's cool. Okay. Oh, Thunder Punch. Okay, that's fine. Even if it's adamant, we'll live. Well, it's Thunder Punch, Avery. It'll kill. Do we lose? Maybe? Maybe we do. I don't know, actually. Thunder Punch. It depends on what the moves being clicked are. Yeah. Where are you? If it has Dragon Claw, it will kill us effectively. You're at 75% right now. And Dragon Pulse will kill. So this is our best chance right here, this mod. So we're going to test out and see if it has something for this. Thunder Punch won't kill at all. Oh, it has Dragon Claw. Oh, it has Dragon Claw. Yeah, that's G's. Yeah, it has just the right combination of moves. Yeah, that's G's. Okay, I mean, we played a really good game, if I'm being honest with you here. I guess I could have pivoted out to check as well, but there's no reason to do that at this point. It's sad, but it is what it is. GG to CJ there, man. I think I should have just played... I should have Sucker Punch. I should have kept Sucker Punching, but I didn't. That's my own fault. That is certainly my own fault there. Unless he goes for E-Speed instead of Thunder Punch, I mean... I ain't got it. You know what I mean? Yep, that is a reverse sweep for Dragonite. I should have just Sucker Punched, because looking at the calc for that at least, it would have done enough. Nothing that would have been notable, I guess, but it's still like the effort that I put in to Sucker Punch it, I guess. But I guess I could have started pivoting around Dragon Claw and such, but it is what it is. GG to CJ there, man. I mean, it could have gone either literal way. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Couldn't stop it, and things didn't go our way. GG's, like I said again, for next week, I don't know who we fight, so I'm going to pull up the ICPC, ICDZ college doc. Pulling it up now. Hopefully nothing lags. We fight the Welchians, which I think they were behind us in the draft. Their coach is Frito. They have a very interesting team that has back-end sand, in my opinion, with some other action going on there. But we'll talk about that more next video. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out everyone else in the ICP down below. And until next time, good night and good luck.